A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. Josh Schaefer joined by A's manager Tom Holliday. And prior to Harwich Mariners and Chatham Anglers, it's time for the manager show. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, really good.
So big win last night, jumped out early on the Orleans Firebirds and held on for the win. Your third victory of the season over the Firebirds. What did you think of Oklahoma State's Parker Scott?
Well, I mean, 2 years of coming up here, I don't know that I've seen a better pitch game than last night out of him. And I'm going to use the word pitched because he pitched and he controlled the tempo of the ball game. He worked at his pace, which was really quick. I don't think he threw one indecisive pitch to home plate. And I can't even remember if anybody squared him up the whole night. And, when you go 7 innings up here and like 69 pitches or whatever it was, that's a chore. And not only did we win that game, he gives us a chance to win the next game. And it's almost like winning two. So we save our bullpen, which we needed one of those efforts. And, we kind of like, after the fourth, let's take him out, but he's at 40 pitches. And I think one of the things that Josh wanted to see if Parker could do is extend himself over the summer and be a 7-inning starter in the Big 12 next year. So last night, I'd say he passed that test with got an A+, I'll put it that way.
So a couple weeks ago, I guess it was last week, right? Yeah, last week against the Orleans Firebirds, you asked me who Chatham's rivals actually are because it seems like everybody in the East is good and they're a rival. Well, everybody in the East is really good, and your team has lost one game against division opponents all season long. Why have the Anglers been so good against division opponents this season?
I don't have an answer for that. And tell you the truth, a lot of times I don't even know who's in our division until, you guys pointed out to me. So when I look at it, again, it seems like we play good against the teams in this division. And it is odd because, we don't aim pitchers. They're all on a it's a program. Every 6 days we know who's going to pitch when. And whoever shows up at night, that's who they get. And I don't know. I wish I could explain that. I have no answers. I do know this. I think this ball club I have kind of gets turned on by good ballparks. Ballparks that when you walk in, you feel like you're going to hook it up. And we got a lot of good ballparks in our division, And on the other side, there's a couple that are questionable. They're different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not saying they're bad ballparks. Ballparks are all innocent. But the fact is they're different. And why we go to Wareham and lay an egg, I don't know. And Bourne, I have no idea, but it's one of those things where every game's a different challenge for us, and I really don't have an explanation on that.
Well, your team has played pretty well here at Whitehouse Field in the last 2 years. I'll let Cooper talk about those records. I'm not going to bring them up to you because I know that you're not going to want to hear them, but you're 1-0 against Harwich on the road this season. And today, back here at Whitehouse Field, and you're facing the same pitcher for the Mariners, Connor McCullough, a right-hander who limited your team to no extra base hits for the only time this season, the last time you were here. How have you reconstructed your lineup for this game?
Well, just a little bit, not much. I mean, I was going to load it up with left-handers, and then, right now it's more important that I give 4 guys every day a day off. And so the bottom third of our batting order is all right-handed. And I could have loaded it up. I could have been all left-handed. And this last time we faced this guy, all he did was throw strikes in the bottom part of the strike zone and got us out. We teased scoring, but we didn't do it. So, again, familiarity could play into it tonight. Not sure about that. So I don't know if it's an accident that we're getting him again. How long ago was it? Was it a week ago we played him here?
Yep.
So maybe it's just his turn in rotation. But whatever it is, I'll put it this way. I don't know that anybody's going to go 9 up here this summer. And I think my bench tonight will be more ready to handle their bullpen because I got 3 righties and 3 lefties on the bench, which I haven't had. So I'm anxious to see the lineup tonight, see how it works. And I figure on having to win the ball game in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning anyway.
Well, Coach, your team's been pretty good here in the last 2 seasons. Good luck today against the Mariners again.
Okay, for the 10th time, thanks.
You're welcome.
I know how many times we beat them in a row, even though I'm not going to talk about it.
All right, well, Cooper Boardman can talk about it. Here's Cooper Boardman as the Anglers Extra pregame show continues.